and welcome back to the LifeScope channel. On your way in, be sure to like, share, definitely subscribe and support the channel. It's appreciated as always. So, the closer we get to Diddy's trial, which is coming up in May, the more information continues to come out about him, his life. So maybe we can kind of somewhat rationalize in our minds why he possibly did what he did, allegedly, but there is no excuse for what he did, regardless to whatever happened to him. So I want to go ahead and react to a video that I saw from the Lionel B show. So let's go over there and take a look. So let's take a look at the Lionel B show. I'll be sure to link this particular video down below so you guys can go over to his channel. He has some great content on his channel. So go over there, like, share, and subscribe as well. But we have got to get into this. Every time I want to try to turn away from doing Diddy videos, it is so far gone. The Pandora's box is open so wide that this is literally reading like a drama, horror, film, saga series. Every time you think that things couldn't get stranger or things couldn't get crazier, it does. So to actually hear a victim just basically tell us what was going on, who we know for a fact was at the parties. It's one thing for us to kind of speculate and talk about it amongst ourselves. It's another thing to have the actual victim come forth and say what they saw. So let's get right into it. We're going to talk along the way. Let's go.
Now, peeps, Dirty Diddy and his fake mama, Janice Combs, are now being sued as Diddy faces brand new allegations from a former friend, Dion D1 Best, who claims that Combs used his alleged mother, Janice's name, to form a criminal enterprise and hide money and business deals. Now, more on why I call her his alleged mother, because we just found out it may not be his actual biological mother.
Oh, this is gonna be good!
Now, Dion Best made these claims during an appearance on Daily Mail's podcast. He alleged that Combs used his mother's name to conceal artist publishing rights, including deals that Best said he brokered in the late 1990s. Now, Dion Best, the owner of Finish Line Entertainment, claims his company signed artists to Diddy who worked on various albums for Bad Boy Records, including Biggie's 1999 album Born Again, which reached platinum status and sold over 1 million copies. He then said the way that Diddy allegedly organized his business deals, that he not only took publishing rights from him and the artists who worked on the songs, but he also cheated them out of future earnings.
Now, can you imagine that? That's awful.
So let me pause right quick because that is a part of the reputation that we know of when you hear Sean Diddy Combs, when you hear Puffy. You have heard countless people talk about how he basically has ripped them off during business deals. And it is, no matter how much people try to spin out of Diddy to make him not look like the bad guy, it is somewhat of a reflection of you if you are the head of your organization, your company, and most of your artists are not getting paid, only one or two, like most of your artists are broke. Like, what is going on that they could not be able to make money? Now, I know everybody is not going to get as much money as so-called superstars or so-called people who are pushed in the forefront, but it just looks real odd when you have a circle of people that's just like surrounding Diddy who have stories that end up saying he cheated me out of money or he gave me shady business deals. So it is a reflection on him. It's like, is he a smart businessman? Is he a shrewd businessman? Is he a vicious businessman? Or is he all of the above? So let's keep going.
He said, all of my publishing rights went to Janice Combs. I'm here to talk about a different section of his allegations and what I feel to believe involves his mother, Janice Combs. Now, the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act is about holding people accountable for systematic actions. Now, Dion Best also alleged that Diddy did the same thing with songs his company created on other albums, including Black Rob's 2000 album Life Story and Diddy's Combs Forever. And those two albums as well also hit platinum status after it was released in 1999. Now, information was revealed yesterday that Janice is actually not Diddy's biological mother, and she is reportedly his aunt. And allegedly, they slept together and been having some wild threesomes.
Wait a minute now. Now, the fact that his mother, Janice Combs, is not his biological mother is one thing, but for them to sleep together, for them to keep up an incestuous relationship because she's really his auntie, it's like I don't know. You don't want to think that way because it's like, come on now. But it just seems like, how long were you doing this to Diddy? And this is the only defense that I am going to even remotely come close to giving this man, because everybody was once a child. How long was she doing this to him? And this is a direct result. This is just my opinion. This is what I have seen. This is a direct result of why you don't mess with children. Because then when they grow up, they act out just like this, all of the sick fantasies. Like, let children be. You only get to be a child once, and then that's it. That's over. We can't all turn back the hands of time. So let children be children. Don't try to sexualize them. Don't put your agendas onto them. Allow them to grow up and be. That don't mean everybody is going to be innocent. That don't mean everybody is going to be a happy kid. They'll still get in trouble, but let them get into that trouble. I do not believe in introducing things to children that are of adult nature, because when they become adults, this could be the reaction that they have. Now, this man is in, or he's accused of being in all types of sick stuff. And to just hear that his aunt slash mama or mama slash auntie is having threesomes with them. Ugh.
This is strange, isn't it?
We're being nice enough to let y'all know what's going on from an insider point of view. If you were not even there, don't tell somebody they lying when you weren't even there.
Big facts, big facts. And fans love to say, that people are capping or people are just coming up with stories. Now, hold on, before we move forward, I'm still stuck on. You said Diddy and his mom and his auntie.
No, Diddy's mom is really his auntie, has been claiming to be his mom this whole time. She's the one with the white nails. That's why he has that fetish. She's been picking him since he was adolescent because his daddy got killed when he was a baby. As soon as he had adolescent, he resembled his dad. So she started him. She's the one that picked his head up initially. That's why. Oh, allegedly. I might be talking too much.
Nah, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We loving this.
Yeah, but allegedly that's why he took Kim Porter out, because he has sex with his daughters, allegedly. The twins. The whole family has sex. The same girl I was telling you about, that the Jane Doe, the 11 and 14-year-olds, the same girl he made strap Justin Bieber down, and she had to strap him down while Diddy and two of his sons took turns, and she had to sit there and watch, and Justin Bieber was crying and begging to be let up, and when she went to unloosen him, Diddy socked her in the face in front of Justin Bieber. So we trying to get with Justin because he would cooperate. Allegedly, Justin, get at me, Justin. We be confidential. We ain't got to tell the press, nobody. Holler at me, Justin. I'll put y'all together. She was there, you was there. I was already out of it. She told me that story, but Justin, I got you.
Yeah. Also, you saying Diddy and Nelly was in bed together?
He's had a threesome with Diddy and Nelly. Yeah, it's the same Jane Doe. This Jane Doe was around from 11 years old to about 15 years old. Had bore 2 kids. I'm not gonna say which one she believe are hers that he's been raising. You know what? On a side note, where is the white girl? Where's the white girl that he adopted?
I got asked about that today earlier in the interview. I think her name is Ava Combs.
Where is she? They said, oh, the twins are staying with one of Kimura's friends, or who were Kim Porter, whoever. The son's been in New York and back and forth to LA. Where's the white girl that they was online bragging and proud that they saved her life and everything? Where is the white girl?
Okay, I really didn't want to pause because I'm just sitting here not shocked, but shocked at the same time. But that is a good question. Where is she? Because that girl has been nowhere to be found. Now, allegedly, it's being said that she is on the market. Like they have put her in the sex trafficking rings and she is on the market. But with that little bit of information that she just dropped, and like I was saying before, I let her speak, this is why I strongly, strongly advocate that you do not mess with kids because she literally just said, Andrea English, Diddy's accuser, just said that the auntie is the one who initially messed his head up by sexually assaulting him at a young age, allegedly. So, this is the result. When you do unto kids in a deviant way, they take that. Just think about all of the things we take as adults that stick with us, or even think about the things that you were mad about as a kid. It could be something so small, like your mom didn't get a particular toy for you, or your daddy didn't take you here. Just something that you remembered how bad you felt as a child, and you actually held that all the way up until adulthood. Some people just don't let some stuff go because it's such a pivotal moment in a kid's life that you will always somehow remember that. Now, put in sexual assault, put in pedophiles, put in that type of behavior, put in trying to tell a kid which gender they are, put in all of that stuff to a developing child, and you're going to get an explosion of a person when they become an adult. That stuff always seems to have a way of coming out and playing out, especially if they don't get help. And it is so sick. It is so sad. It is heartbreaking. Like I said, this is the only grace um, that I would extend to him from being a child, like child Diddy, because all of us were once kids. So when you are a child, you don't have power, you don't have control. But then when everything is put upon you, once you get older, you may have a mentality, "Oh, when I grow up, I'm gonna do what they did to me. When I grow up, I'm gonna be the boss and I'm gonna make sure that people go through what I went through," all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna try not to stop it, but I do want to get my points off just like we gonna continue to let Andrea English get hers off.
She done disappeared.
Ava. Where's
That's
Ava? I
something.
won't call her the white girl. Shout out to my white people. My
Exactly.
mom's
Ava
half
Combs.
white. I love white people. I'm white. It's white in me. Where's Ava? Everybody, can we do a campaign? Everybody, hashtag where's Ava?
Where's Ava? We need to get some shirts made too.
Right, where's Ava? Mask, all that. Booty shorts, we can twerk to it, all that. You know what I'm saying? I got it.
Man,
That's to be continued.
boy, you done gave us some jaw dropping information so far, man. This is whoa.
Like Black
Whoa.
Rob, shout out to Black Rob. Whoa.
Now tell us a little bit about how he ended up putting you with Jacob the Jeweler, and tell us how that Jacob the Jeweler story
Yeah,
went
so the
down, if
first
you don't
party
mind.
I did, it was above board, you know, it was on network. Excuse me, I saw everybody. I was there front line, like, I was calling back home to the Cali people, like, hey, you'll never believe this, like for real, like, and then next party, it was like, yeah, you want to rap, you want to sing, right? You dance at the club, right? He started out like he was pointing me in the right direction, because everybody's been to the strip club, and every girl that's been a stripper knows you love the guys that come in, and if they're not the one spending money, they point you to their homeboy that is. Have you ever seen a bachelor party come in and they be like, it's not me, but get him, he's the one paying for everybody. So it was kind of like he did that, like he took the mindset that I had of being a dancer, of like, why you at my parties, I'm gonna point you in the right direction, you take care of them and I'm gonna put you on. That's how I understood it. Coercion of the heart. And because I wanted to be on so bad, and he was actually real, Puffy. It wasn't like it was Puffy's assistant. It was like real Puffy saying it. I believed it. And I'm like, I had already been manipulated by Jake Steed and did, movies that got me nowhere. I was dancing at Larry Friend's Hustler Club only because me and Anthony Gallo had got robbed for everything. And it was go back to Cali, broke with everybody laughing, or you start dancing. That's how I ended up starting to dance.
Okay. I said I was gonna let it go for a little bit, and this is a 10-minute video. We already in the 7 minutes. So I just had to pause because when people say it's easy to walk away, and I always say technically it is, but if you are in a situation which she has admitted, she was dancing, I believe she did some porno flicks in her past. So she already had a little bit of that history. And if you already got that history, I feel like you are more susceptible to somebody who's coming at you like, hey, these people, they got big money, they got deep pockets, I can go ahead and put you on. And she's probably just thinking, as she has even stated, well, I can go ahead and get put on. Now, if she did, let's say if everything did work out for her, would she have continued to be in the lifestyle? Do you think she would have just kept going until she couldn't keep going? Because she wanted to be a rapper, she wanted to get in the entertainment business, but she was doing her sexual side hustling. And she admits that, which, if that's what she wanted to do, that's her. I'm glad she's not shying away from saying what it is. So, in her case, some people would dismiss her and just be like, well, you're not really a victim because you were with it. It's one thing to say, I agree to have sex with two or three people for money. That's one thing. That's what you agree to. But I don't think this woman agreed to being drugged, being unconscious, maybe even agreed to, instead of that number being three, being eight or 10. When the stipulations change, that's when I feel like people are taking advantage of whatever you got going on. And then when you put in that situation, it's kind of like for her, and I'm just assuming, just speculating, it's kind of like for her, if you put in that situation, Diddy probably was telling her allegedly, oh, well, come on, it's only a few more guys than what you usually do. Oh, come on. Well, don't even worry about being drugged or don't worry about being unconscious or feeling kind of funny. That's if she even knew after the fact that she was possibly, and I'm going to say allegedly drugged. So it's one thing if you agree to something, whether we consider it to be moral or amoral. It's another thing when the agreement that you were going with changes and then other stuff is dumped on you, and then now you're feeling much more out of your comfort zone to what you originally agreed to. So I'm gonna let this play all the way out and I'm not gonna stop it.
I'm dancing. We have a nice lifestyle. We got a doorman building, you know what I mean? But Diddy said I just got to basically do the same thing I've already done that's got me nowhere and it's going to get me somewhere. Coercion of the heart. I was with it. But then as he kept adding on, so that night I was asked to wear a black dress at a white party, but I didn't think nothing of it. Like, he always supplied the uniform. That's another thing. In the Vibe magazine, let me go back to Vibe magazine real quick. I never signed a release. I wasn't paid anything. I didn't even know I was going to be in Vibe magazine. I woke up to Anthony getting a phone call from one of his model homeboys, like, hey, you know your girl in Vibe magazine, because back then, when a new story or new campaign came out, it was on the newsstand and everybody went out to get it. It was the East Coast thing, because in Cali, we didn't do shit like that. Nobody rushed out to get the latest magazine, but in New York, they did that shit. So we had just had the night before, so we laying in the bed naked, and I wake up to him smushing my head in the pillow, like, what the fuck you doing in Vibe magazine? I'm like, what? I'm in Vibe magazine, like, what? He was like, yeah, Nelly just called. That's his homeboy Zanell. Shout out to Zanell. He went on doing a lot of stuff with Diddy, Zanell, Figueroa, I don't know. Yeah. But he was like, yeah. So I'm like, what? He's like, so we got jumped up, put our clothes on, doorman opened up the door for us. Right there was a newsstand. Diddy's on the cover on the boxing gym, you know what I mean? Gloves or whatever. We open up, flip through it, and there I am. That picture that you see, big as day. I had no idea. That picture was taken in 2004. They didn't run a story to 2006. I had no idea that they put in there, Diddy supplied the clothing. Then they put the caption, guest strikes a revealing pose. I wasn't a guest. Who would I be a guest of? Who knew me? You know what I mean? Did Mary J. Blige say, come on, Sheree? And then if I am a guest, the audacity of me thinking I could just come in some little ass go-go shorts and a bikini top to somebody's exclusive white party with all kind of millionaires, and I'm a guest of who? But I'm their guest, and I'm gonna just show up like that, not a nice elegant gown or nothing. I'm gonna just show up all hoochie mama. Nah, I was on his event staff, but that's how they got away with putting me in there without trying to give me no uh, employee credit. Right. And then I found out later, another reason why they put me in the Vibe magazine, and so all the guys who wanted extras would know who to look for at the parties and to laugh at me because they took advantage of me after they drugged me and I was unconscious. The Fed said, well, allegedly, I'm not gonna say, someone said that when they did the raid, I'm on them tapes and there's multiple A-list celebrities running a train on me, including certain people
Wow.
that are presidential.
Presidential.
No, we're talking about Diddy. We're gonna come back to that, LB.
Can't get enough? Make sure you guys click on the videos currently on your screen right now. And
Wow. So it is really going down with Andrea English just spilling all of the information and letting us know. Like I said, it's one thing for us to just kind of chop it up and talk about it and speculate and say, oh, they lying, oh, they ain't lying. It's another thing to actually hear somebody who is documented through pictures of actually being there. So, do you believe that Andrea English is a victim, or do you think that she was complicit? She didn't like the deal that she got because she got nothing out of it for the work that she was doing for her sexual work, and now she's claiming victim. Definitely let me know your comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.